need to have 50 votes to keep talking about it. It's withdrawn. What they hope to do in the future is submit a repeal bill and then pass it and then not have repeal for 2 years. That's the proposal. All right, Steve Cortez with me now. You listened to what Mitch McConnell had to say. Here's my question. Is Mitch McConnell and Speaker Ryan, leaders of the Republicans in the Senate and the House, are they gone?
You know, Stuart, I think they well should be. You know, this is Fox Business, right? If this were a business on Capitol Hill, the two of them would have already been fired for the lack of delivery on this. Mitch McConnell was elected in 1985. I mean, in 1985, I couldn't drive a car yet. Right? He's been in office that long. He has control of the chamber, and he cannot get this through. This is the swamp at its worst. I think it's an argument for term limits, which is one thing Donald Trump has proposed.
Okay,
by the way.
Hold on a second. Paul Ryan now talking about it. Listen in, please.
House has to pass a bill. We've done that. The Senate's got to pass a bill for us to even move the process forward. That's the next step. So we're hoping that they can achieve that next step so that we can bring real relief. Here's the problem. Obamacare is in the middle of a tailspin. This law is collapsing. So we've got a promise to keep, and also we need to step ahead of the problem that this law is collapsing. More and more people don't even have any choices left, or even one choice. 41% of the counties in America have no competition in health insurance. They have one health insurer left. Premiums have doubled. Options are disappearing. Many counties in America now have no health insurers left. So that is just the stark reality of the moment. And so we're hopeful that the Senate can take the pause that they need to take and move forward on this issue so we can get something done. Well, I'm worried that I'm worried that Obamacare will stand and the law will continue to collapse and people will get hurt in the process. Did you air quote that like this when you said that? Okay.
Do you agree that Republicans now look like dopes?
Look, this is a legislative process. It's a hard process. We in the House are proud of the bill that we did. We passed a bill that we think is sufficient to addressing the real problem, to keeping our promise. The Senate has a razor-thin majority. It's a 52-seat majority, and in reconciliation, you need 50 votes. So they're working through their process. I'm not going to get ahead of the next steps because, frankly, we just have to see what they can do and find out where it is we can go, because we have a serious problem in our hands. Yeah. Who are you with? Okay. Yeah.
The president campaigned on simultaneous repeal in place. You stood up there however many months ago. You said it would be a simultaneous repeal in place. What can you say to people who, like she said, will be losing their health care? How can you restore or even give them faith in the party at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we've done this in the House. We passed our simultaneous repeal and replace bill. We think that's the solution. We think that's the best way to go. And so we're just going to have to wait and hope that our friends in the Senate can figure out how they can get a bill passed, get into conference or whatever, and get something passed. Yeah.
Senator McConnell a week ago said that he could possibly work with Democrats and Democrats' reduction to stabilize the markets. Do you think that that's something that should be done quickly after a repeal vote? Is there potential for that?
I'm not going to foreclose any options. The challenge I see, though, is the Democrats have not been interested in working on this. They don't want to get us off of the Obamacare train. They want to double down on a failed system that is in the middle of a collapse. And ultimately, it's very clear that they're more interested in a single-payer system, which means government-run health care. Government-run health care is not in our nation's interest. And so if they want to get away from government-run health care, if they don't want to double down on the failure of Obamacare, then I think we have something to work with. The problem is we just haven't seen any evidence of that yet. Thank you.
All right, you heard it there first. You heard Mitch McConnell apologize.